I'm just waiting on. Oh, now we're live. All right, we got Mike Sampson in here. We got Country Catfishing. Welcome to Country. Katie
Yeah, country
Collins,
catfish.
Catfish Kid. Welcome. Hit the
You
wrong
said
button.
my name. Of course I'm in here.
I know. I said your name.
you you welcomed me to our show.
I know.
Of course I'm in here.
I know. Just too much coffee. Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Hi Justin.
Mad Catters, how you doing? Justin, everybody, this is I will introduce him, and we'll wait for some more people to get in here before we start. This is Catfish Hunter. He
Hey,
has
y'all.
started a channel, and what you got? 6 or 7 videos up already.
7 or 8, I believe. Yeah.
He's got several.
Uh, we'll get his link posted out through chat. When hey Norm, we'll get some moddeds in here to get your chat up and being posted. Get your known out here.
Yeah.
Oh, you posted it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
I'm
posted
working
it.
on posting it
Yeah.
again.
I
Yeah.
got Norman in here, which is a Catfish Headhunter. He's a good mod. He's good at posting links. I got a few other mods that are good at doing it. So during chat, I'm sure him and Great Outdoors or some of the other mods in here can keep posting it.
Norm and me and Justin just posted it all at the same time.
All right. Thank you, Justin.
Appreciate it, y'all.
Let's help him grow. And he has some good content up.
Hey Derek. Hey John Boys.
So if you guys have any questions for him, please, if we don't see it the first time in chat, please repost it and let us know. Hey Derek, how you doing? So it's gonna be a fun night. It's gonna give us a chance to get a face behind the name.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Colorado,
So where you at?
but I
Where you
live
living
in
at? Huh?
I live in Princeton, Kentucky now.
Okay. Not much, Derek. Just getting home and sitting back and relaxing, having a good night with you, all you guys here.
Justin's in
Yeah, I went from
Kentucky
fishing
also,
for
I'm
trout
pretty
to
sure.
fishing for catfish.
You got quite a few people in here from Kentucky. You got Norman, you got JB or J Dog as they call him. You got Justin, you got Jim Catman Clark, you got the Shad, or as I call him, Shad, SHAD. How far from Cincinnati are you?
Long ways.
He's down in Kentucky,
Yeah,
Justin.
yeah, we're quite a ways away from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
He's closer to Tennessee.
Justin's Ohioan. I
Oh,
stand
okay.
corrected, Norman. But Norman, he's down in Kentucky in your neck of the woods. I don't know how far you are from Norman, but you can find him on Facebook and you message him. He's another good catfisherman. Katie's from Kentucky as well.
Yeah, we talked about that. Lloyd and I are actually about 45 minutes apart, and I lived where he lives for about 5 years.
Norman's from
Yeah.
Central Kentucky. Hello, Laura. We got Kentucky catfishing. He's also from Kentucky.
Yeah.
And he's a youngkin, and I mean, his channel is going crazy. It's growing left and right. Sharina, how you doing? Yeah,
All right.
we're gonna have a little bit of a delay once we say something, and their
Yeah.
response time's gonna be like 10 to 20 seconds, maybe 30-second delay.
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Katie.
Um, I just figured we'd go ahead and start asking some questions. Lloyd, how long have you fished? I mean, have you fished your whole life or what?
Pretty much almost my whole life. I started fishing when I was about 6. I used to go out with my dad a lot. Like I said, I lived in Colorado at that time, so we did a whole lot of trout fishing, rainbow trout, brook trout, stuff like that. Fishing little streams, which is what we call rivers out there, but these rivers out here in Kentucky are way bigger than the ones in Colorado. So, but yeah, I've been fishing now for, I'd say at least 33 years.
Okay, and we already talked about you living in Kentucky now. And I know by watching your videos, you fish a lot, Kentucky Lake area and,
Yeah.
around that area. What's your personal best fish?
My personal best was about 6 years ago. I caught a 48-pound blue out of the Barkley Dam down there, close to the wall. But that's the biggest one I've caught so far. So
That's a nice one.
yeah, I just wish I'd have got some videotape or pictures of it so I could have put it in a video, but I didn't get any pictures or no videos. So
Right. But you probably didn't even think about doing videos then.
no, I sure didn't.
Justin has a question for you. We're just
That's my next question. It is.
Braid or mono?
What is it now?
Braid, fishing line, or mono line?
Well, I fished with mono for a long time, and then my buddy told me I should try the braided line. So I got some Power Pro, 65-pound Power Pro braid line, put it on, and I started fishing with the Santee Cooper rig and the Carolina rig, and it just got tangled up too many times. So I went back to mono. So I like fishing with mono a whole lot better.
Me, I'm a bradesman all the way. I've tried mono; it just don't cast with a dam. When you cast it,
Yeah.
you can hear it beating up against the eyes of the reel. Where when you braid, you don't hear it; it just slings out there.
Yeah, I can cast pretty well with the mono.
I'm good. I'm good with braid. With mono, I don't like it because you can hear it beating on the rod in the eye like as it's going out of the spool.
Yeah. Do you fish with the Santee Cooper rig or Carolina rig?
I do I make my own Santee Cooper rigs. I do fish the Carolina rig. Also do the Kentucky rig. Depends on how much rocks are on the bottom of the river or lake. I do the Kentucky rig for rocky bottoms and snags.
Yeah.
And I do the Carolina rig with the Santee Cooper rig, and I also do the Kentucky rig with a Santee Cooper rig on it. With a rabbit.
When you rig up your Santee Cooper rig, do you use a mono leader?
Yeah, let me pull one out. I'll show you.
I know a lot of people, they use a mono for their leader when they run braid line, and they say they don't get tangled up as much.
I don't use braid when I do mono. I mean, when I do those leader lines. Come here. There you go. I use what they call a Cajun line, which is really strong. and it's super strong. It won't break. But these are the my version of the Cooper rigs I make.
Oh, all right. And you got little catfish rattles on there.
Oh yeah. In current, even with bait, they're loud, and these also glow in the dark. So
Oh
they're
man.
good.
All right.
With live bait on there, even in the lake, you got one of them on in the live bait with it coming up off the bottom like a big bluegill, a big sucker with a cut tail
Yeah.
on. They're trying to move around. They make a noise under that water with that, attracting attention to them. So that's good.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people using them catfish rattles. I've never tried it before. I might have to get some and try it out.
I make them. I have a video on them in my channel, or I did have them. I have to go back and remake it.
Oh man, I'll have to check that out.
Catfish Hunter, how Catfish Chasers wants to know if you use a chain swivel on your Santee rigs.
I use just a regular swivel is what I use. I've been using drift weights that I made. I made some homemade drift weights. I should have made a video about that, put it on my channel, but I didn't make a video of it. As a matter of fact, I was out today using the weights that I just made, and yeah, that's basically what I use. Sometimes I use a little three-way swivel, or I use just a regular swivel.
Okay, Catfish Hunter asks, bait caster or spinning reel?
I use spinning reels for a long time, for pretty much most of my life, and I just recently went to bait casters. So that's what I've been using now is bait casters. But every once in a while, I like to throw out my spinning reels. So.
Well, me, I'm a spinning reel. I have all my spinning reels, and now I acquired a chunky rod with a bait caster on it, and that's the only bait caster I've got. All right, Thomas Little Page wants to know line weight.
I used 50-pound mono. I used a Trilene Big Game, 50-pound mono.
And Ohio says, make sure you have a swivel between your hook and where your line ties to your main line. It takes a lot of the tangle out of your line when the fish roll on it.
Okay, is that with braid?
When you go
mono
from your mono to your braid, you have your sinker, your bead, then you have a swivel. Then you go down, swivel down to your leader line for your Santee Cooper rig. So when the fish turns, it ain't going to twist up the whole line. It's going to swivel.
Okay.
It's going to swivel on the swivel.
All right.
I use a 150-pound swivel, but it ain't real big. It's about maybe like that big, but it's real thick and strong for up to 100 pounds.
Country Catfishing wants to know your favorite bait to use.
My favorite bait to use?
Mm-hmm.
That's from your fishing buddy.
Yeah. Well, he knows me. I'm old school, man. I really like night crawlers. I've caught 20, 30, 40-pound catfish off night crawlers before. So I use night crawler a lot, but now I've been watching these videos and been talking to some older people around here, which you got to listen to them older folks. They know what they're talking about. You know, they've been fishing this water for years and years. So they've been telling me about cut bait and skipjack and, baby shad and all this type of stuff to use. So that's what I've been trying to use. And then I watched that Dieter Melhorn video about him fishing with strawberry jello chicken. So I tried that out. But my go-to when I'm not catching anything is a big fat juicy night crawler.
Yeah, that's good bait. Night crawlers, especially when you can't get any other live bait.
Night crawlers are old
Yeah,
faithful baits.
yeah, that's what I that's how I look at it.
John Boy
They've
wants to
never let me
know.
down.
Wait a minute, I lost it. John Boy asked a question, but I don't know. Oh no, Thomas Littlepage asked, "Do you target blues or flatheads?"
I've been searching for blues mostly. I like how flatheads fight though. Uh, I have caught quite a few flatheads, and they're fun to catch. But my main goal is the big blue. I'd like to catch a 70, 80 pounder. I've never caught one before, but I think the fight would be fun.
Okay, what's your rod of choice that you like using?
Right now is Mr. Catfish rod from Lowe's. Uh, I got I got two of them, and right now I have Pin Squall 30 and a older pin reel on it right now on the other one, and they're all bait casters. So
Welcome, Mr. Duggar, Twisted Fishing, Jason Lamb. Now those pin squalls, they're good reels. Jason Lamb in chat, he uses them things. A
yeah,
lot of other people I know use pin squalls.
I just set mine up and started using it today. I got to use it for a little while, but not very long.
We're glad that you're all safe.
Yes, absolutely.
We're definitely glad that you're all safe and that your boat is on the bank and halfway in the water, but you can retrieve it.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can go
We're-
get that dude tomorrow.
I'm super glad that you made the smart move and didn't try to fight those 6 foot waves of the bass boat, that you just had to turn around and go to the bank.
Yeah, me too.
And that just shows smarts. But as far as boat safety, let's cover that a little bit tonight. Give us your thoughts on that.
What is it?
Give us your thoughts on boat safety.
My thoughts on boat safety?
Yeah.
Uh, well, when the weather's calling for big winds, don't go out on your boat. Go bank fishing instead. It's safer.
You mean pay attention to more of what the weatherman might say about the weather?
Yeah, yeah, definitely do that.
uh,
Other than that, I always keep life jacket on there. If you're coming up on a situation where you feel like your boat might sink, get to shore as fast as you can. Tie your boat off to a tree way up on the bank if you have to. Make sure you carry enough rope where you can tie your boat off. And if your boat starts filling up with water, it's one of them situations where it is what it is. As long as you and your family is safe and your friends are safe, whoever's with you, that's what matters. Your life matters more than that boat does. You can always get another boat.
right. Now, what would your thoughts be on bank safety in that kind of weather?
Bank safety on that in that kind of weather. Make sure you got rain gear in case it starts raining. Yeah, of course, if you're on the bank, I don't think you need no life jacket on.
Well, hey,
Unless
it
you
only
plan
takes
on.
one bad slip in there and you're gone in the river. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, wear non-slip boots or something,
yeah.
So for those that don't follow your channel per se yet, tell them what happened today a little bit with your boat.
Well, what happened today is we got out and got ready to go fishing and everything. Got the boat loaded up. I went down to Kentucky Dam Marina and dropped my boat off in there. Wind wasn't too bad. It wasn't blowing too bad. So we started out on the boat and we were going out toward the dam, toward Kentucky Dam, and the wind started picking up a little bit. We had just little waves, nothing big. So I told my buddy that we were going to go over to the canal overlook off in there and fish underneath that bridge and do some drift fishing. So we went over there, got over there and started fishing and everything. And next thing I know, I look up and I was like, "Hey man, that looks like it's white capping out there, you know?" And he was like, "Yeah, that looks like it's getting pretty bad. We might want to go." So we started the boat up, headed back over toward the dam and everything. I made it around that first bend at the canal overlook, and I hit 6-foot swells as the boat was coming up and down. Another wave was coming in on top of the boat. So I started taking on more water than my bilge pump would pump out. So I just headed toward the shore and rode my boat up onto some rocks and whatnot. Tied my boat off the best I could and got everybody out of the boat. Ended up having to call for emergency services to come pick us up. And needless to say, my boat is still out there, and I'm hoping it's still there tomorrow so I can go get my boat, hopefully.
He was running a bass boat, twisted fishing.
Yeah, yeah. I have
Norm, you know you're good for it.
I have a 1988 Stratus Nashville with a 140 horse Evinrude on it, and right now the Evinrude's underwater. The whole back end of the boat is underwater.
Well, hopefully, if it drops an inch, it'll give you enough land to where you can drain the boat and get it back to where you can get it safe back home.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm going out tomorrow with a big bilge pump and I'm going to pump all the water out and see if I can't get her to start up and get going down the river. I'm gonna have another buddy with a boat and try and pull me up out of there once we get it drained.
Well, with three of you there, I'm sure you guys will get that boat up out on the bank and get the water out of it and get it back in the river to where you can get it back where you need, get it back home on the trailer.
Yeah.
But right now, we're all glad that you are home. Your son's home, country's home, everybody's safe.
Yeah.
That's the main part.
Yeah, that's who I had with me, my buddy Country Catfishing. Y'all check out his channel too. He's on here right now in the chat group here.
He said you got him home safe.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Jason, welcome, buddy.
I'm sure his wife's glad I got him home safe.
No, everybody's glad that you all got home safe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura, for sharing links. I know you use medium heavy or heavy action rods, right?
I like medium heavy. I really like the medium heavy poles. I think they do the best for when you hook into a big one. I've never really fished with a heavy. Just never really tried it out. I have one. It's like a snagging outfit, but I haven't used it yet. I just picked it up a couple weeks ago.
Now, do you use short rods on the boat like you do the bank, or vice versa?
I use my Mr. Catfish rods. I think they're 7.6 is what I use on the boat, and then I've got a couple of other fishing poles that I use, and they're I think they're about 8 foot. When I bank fish, I got 2 9-foot Shakespeare alpha poles that I like to use when I bank fish because I like to fling my bait way out there.
All right, this next one's a question. He's not hating on you, but it's just an idea. I'm gonna post it up there for you to read. Because when I first heard of your channel and was trying to find it, there's like 30 or 40 other names that came up with it. Have you thought about adding to your channel name or making it more unique?
Well, I've thought about maybe adding a little something to my name. I really like Catfish Hunter. I want to keep it. On here, on YouTube, I have to have 100 subscribers before I can actually make the Catfish Hunter a website on YouTube. So
Right.
as soon as I hit my 100 mark, it's going to be catfishhunter@youtube.com, and that'll be able to hit. That'll be able to help people find my channel faster and better.
I
I'm
was
also
thinking more like
do what?
Catfish Hunter and Adventures.
Yeah, we've been on some adventures.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Catfish Hunters and Adventures.
Yeah, Ohio Catfish Chasers. He says maybe because he's Ohio Catfish Chaser, maybe do Kentucky Catfish Hunter.
Or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds good. I can do that.
Yeah, I was
That way
thinking
it
the
makes it a
same
little bit
thing.
more unique.
Yeah,
It makes
I'm
it
in the
easy.
process. I have a buddy that's doing some vinyl decals for me, and all he's putting on there is Catfish Hunter. So it's going to be kind of hard to change my name with my
Really?
decals going to be on my truck.
Put you some UK blue on it. You'll be all right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Creating a stand-up brand is important on YouTube. Branding branding can build your channel as much as good videos. Branding is a hurdle small channels struggle with. That's very true. The more your name stands out, the easier you are to find. That's what
Yeah.
Ohio, man. Uh, Katie, can you touch your link up for Laura? She
I
can't find
just,
you.
oh, my link. Oops.
Yeah, Laura the
I
Explorer.
was answering. Yes, I was answering
Laura
Sharina.
was
She
sharing
wanted
out links, but she can't find yours.
Sharina wanted Lloyd, so I posted it. But yes, absolutely, I'll put mine
Hey,
on.
River Whiskers. Uh, does anybody in chat have a country cafe link that they can share? And the Catfish Kid's still in the chat, isn't he?
Does your son have his own channel, Lloyd?
Yeah, he's a Catfish Kid.
So, what do you look for when you're bank fishing?
Uh,
What is more of what is the hot spots that you look for from the bank for big cats and flatheads?
well, I like fishing off of rocks and whatnot mostly because I know the catfish like to hide up inside them rocks underneath. Uh, that's where they like to make their homes at and everything. So off the rocks, anywhere off the rocks, I mainly look for stuff like that. Or let's see, during summertime and springtime inside the coves in about 10, 12 foot of water, I normally catch some big ones out of there.
That's cool. Now, do you like fishing more of a calmer water, or do you like it where there's a calm with a seam and current?
I like it where it's calm with a seam and current.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about back eddies?
Yeah, I like fishing them during the spring and summertime out here. That's when the catfish seem to be biting the most out there in them in streams and in little back creeks and stuff like that.
Now, you do most of your night fishing on the bank or on a boat?
Well, I've done both. I've done both. I've had more luck on the bank at night than I have in the boat, actually. But I have done both.
Which would you prefer for night fishing?
On the bank. Find
More
me a nice little spot on the bank, set up my pole holders.
Especially now,
and
right?
swing the bait out. Yeah. Well, I mean, my little adventure today isn't going to stop me from getting on another boat, you know.
Oh,
No.
right. Yeah.
Even if I can't get this one back, I'll be in the market for another boat. You can guarantee it.
Hello, Lisa Lee, and welcome. What is your most funniest fishing story you got?
Let's see. The funniest fishing story I have is probably when I was younger. I was about 13 years old. My dad and me went out fishing one time for trout. And anyway, we were sitting up there in the lake, Rampart Reservoir in Colorado. And anyway, we were sitting there fishing, and my dad had fell asleep next to his fishing pole. And he started getting a bite. And I was like, Dad, you're getting a bite. Well, he jumps up real quick, standing up. He grabs his pole, flings back so hard that he falls backward, and he just starts reeling this fish in. And then he went to stand up again, and he falls backward again. And as he fell backwards, the fish came flying out of the water, still on his line, and landed on his chest and started slapping him in the chin.
That would be a sight to see. Hey,
So I was
Tuesday.
like, yeah, it was probably one of the funniest things that's ever happened, or well, that I've seen anyway on a fishing trip. There was one day I was down at the dam, I was catching some fish, and I had a good bite hit one of my fishing poles, and it almost took it in the water. Well, when I went to go grab it, I kind of fell halfway into the lake. So I got like waist deep down there in the dam. And it scared me so bad. And as I was walking backward trying to get up the hill, my pants almost fell down. So because they were full of water.
Okay, now you not only are you halfway in the water, but you're trying to moon people as well. Okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a pretty sight, you know.
Okay. Other than that story and what happened today, what would be your most embarrassing moment?
My most embarrassing
and not counting falling in the water.
Not counting today when I had to call emergency services to come rescue me and save my life.
Right. Not counting today and not counting when you fell in the water and your pants fell down. What would be your most embarrassing moment?
The most embarrassing moment in fishing is when I first moved out here to Kentucky. I was new to catfishing. I went down to Barkley Dam, and this is before they built the walk path down to the wall. You had to walk on all rocks down there. So anyway, I walked down there, climbed down all these rocks, started fishing next to the wall with all these other people, and I'm sitting there trying to fish, and I'm not catching anything. And this feller pulls up next to me and comes down there. And about every cast he throws out, he catches a catfish. So I looked at him and I was like, man, how are you doing that? And he looked dead at me and he said, man, you're not holding your mouth right. Well, I took it as an insult. So look, where I come from, I didn't know nothing about none of that. You know, he was just joking around. I took it as an insult. And I was like, hey, buddy, what does that mean? You know? And so I got all defensive and everything. And he was like, I was just messing with you. So I think that was probably one of the most embarrassing moments. I thought he was dogging on me, and really he was just messing around, and I got all defensive and kind of showed my butt a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure
Down
we've
there, and
done
that
that
guy
one a few times.
yeah, so that's probably another embarrassing moment anyway of fishing.
Catfish Headhunter
Besides,
says, us Kentucky folks love to joke around and have a good time.
yeah, I found that out, and now I've lived down here for almost 16 years now. It's been almost 16 years since I've been down here, so I'm kind of figuring everything out, and I enjoy fishing down here. I really like fishing down here. The fish are bigger than I have back home, you know. Trout wise, I've only caught maybe 3.5, maybe 4 pound trout before. Other than that, that was the biggest fish I ever caught until I moved out here and started catching these catfish.
Twisted Fishing used to tell them that the shoes weren't tied right.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy told me I wasn't holding my mouth right. And I was like, man, what are you talking about?
Lisa
But
Lee.
then the guy was real cool. The guy was real cool after that. He taught me how to fish down there at Barkley Dam and how exactly he was catching all the fish and everything. So, you know, that's back when I was catching fish to feed the family and whatnot to eat on. And now I just when I go fishing, I just catch and release. Now I don't bring them home. My wife's glad about that too, because I don't make a big mess in the kitchen and then have her clean it up.
Katie, Lisa Lee's wanting to know who your friend is.
This is Bella. Bella is our from the bank mascot. she has to be on my lap every time we do a show.
That's cool. So, do you fish in all weather or just the nicer weather?
I fish in all weather, unless it's raining real bad. Unless it's raining real bad, then I don't like to fish in that. And now I won't fish in a boat when it's real windy out.
No, you don't fish in the high winds, right?
No, not anymore. I will from the bank still, but not on a
Not
boat.
from a boat.
Yeah, unless I've got like a 24-foot pontoon boat, you know. Those hold the water a whole lot better than a
in
bad
the
boat.
pouring rain, as long as there ain't no lightning. Daniel Ishmael said.
Yeah, I don't like fishing when it's lightning either. Yeah, it's too
If
much
I do
water.
it, you'll be underneath a bridge, underneath a concrete bridge.
Yeah, yeah. But even if it's cold outside, even if it's like, I don't know, 30 degrees, 28 degrees, I'll throw a lot of clothes on and still go out and see if I can't catch some fish.
Yeah, I'd do the same thing, but on the bank, it gives you a chance to build a fire and stay warm too.
Yeah. And today was my day off. I was trying to relax and have a good time fishing, and I sunk my boat.
At least you can laugh about it. That's
Yeah.
the main thing. That's the
Well,
main
I say,
thing.
you know, ain't no need in getting mad. It happens. It
No,
is what it is. That's my favorite saying is that it is what it is.
Yeah.
it's it is like you said. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it.
That's right. That's right. There's nothing I can, I can't help it. The only thing I can do is pray that it's still down there tomorrow where I can pump it out and actually get it home. So, because right now it's awfully sad every time I look out the window and I see my empty trailer behind my truck.
Yeah. Which hopefully you'll get that your empty trailer loaded up tomorrow.
Yeah,
There's a
I'm
Catfish
hoping
Kid.
so.
I'm Mike Greenwell. How you doing? When you fishing from the boat, do you anchor? Do you drift? Bottom bounce? What?
I really like to anchor off, but the current has been moving so fast here lately, and then the little bit of wind that we've been having, it's been hard for me to anchor off. So uh, I started trying to drift fish and what's it called when you bounce it off the bottom?
Oh, bottom bouncing or
Yeah,
bumping?
bottom bouncing or bumping the rod. Yeah, I've tried doing that and haven't caught anything.
Now, Catfish and Dreams asking, is your boat tied off to a tree or something?
Yeah, the front part of my boat is tied off to a tree. The back part of it is sunk.
Yeah, we did say bumping up here, Mike Greenwell.
Yeah, I tried bumping and I've tried drift fishing. I just haven't caught anything yet. I may not be holding my mouth right.
Uh, have you ever heard of Creole Catfishing, a YouTube channel?
No, I haven't. Mm-mm.
That's a channel that channel, Mike Greenwell. There's a lot like Muskrat's Adventures. He's another boat fisherman. There's Skin and Scales. There's Fishing with a Chad. They all have boats and they do boat fishing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they have good videos and stuff like that.
What's
I'll
your
have to check
favorite
some of those
fishing?
out.
What's your favorite fishing snack, Lloyd?
My favorite fishing snack?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Probably cheese and peanut butter crackers and
See,
honey
that's what I
buns.
said.
And honey buns.
Yeah, can't go wrong with them either.
Right. Lynn Leeper
And
asked, are you a Cowboy fan?
Yeah, I'd say probably a little bit. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that
What y'all think?
That star up behind you in the wall is a dead
Just a
giveaway.
little bit.
Hey, that star up on the wall behind you is a giveaway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say just a little bit. I've been watching the Cowboys play since I was 5 years old, and I'm almost 39 now. So 34 years I've been a fan, and I watched them win 3 Super Bowls back in the 90s, and yeah, pretty much been a Cowboy fan since I was 5 years old.
Now, if you guys have any questions for Headhunter or Catfish Headhunter, please ask. We'll get them posted or read out to him so we can get them answered. What size weights you normally use on the river versus a lake?
On the river, I fish with a 3 to 4 ounce weight. It all depends on how fast the current is moving. So if the current's moving real fast, I'm gonna throw a 4 ounce weight on there. If it's not moving that fast, I just use a 3. In the lakes, I like to use flat 2 ounce weights. They kind of look like a spoon.
Two
I
stands.
like to use them.
Catfish Hunter is a boat fisherman as well as a bank fisherman. So I'm trying to cover both sides of the questionings for him, so that way we're not just drilling him over bank fishing.
I think Two Stands was meaning he is now too, because his Stand 3 has a boat, so
Right.
he fished on it today, and I think he was meaning he is both boat and bank fisherman.
Yeah.
And congratulations, Has Life, for reaching 1K.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Congratulations.
So
That's pretty awesome.
you said
I
you're
can't
learning.
wait till I reach 1K.
What reels do you prefer to use?
The reels I prefer to use, well, I fished with a lot of Shakespeare reels, and they do all right. But now that I've been fishing with the pin reels, the Baitcaster Pin Squall 30, and oops, my phone went off. Thought I had that dude on silent.
I was going to say that. I thought that was Katie's phone there for a minute.
No, that was
It
me.
wasn't mine.
Yeah, it said, "Let me
was
out. I'm
cute.
stuck in your pocket."
That was cute.
Yeah.
I thought it was his kid, to be honest.
No, that's my cell phone.
That
Yeah,
was
that's what
funny.
makes it even funnier.
he was sitting over there on the floor. I thought it was him.
So, like, I like to use the pins. Here soon, uh, here soon, I'm gonna be getting a couple of Pin Squall 20s and a couple more Pin Squall 30s, and I'm gonna order me a couple of tangling with Catfish monster rods, and I'm gonna end up here pretty soon. I'm gonna be nothing but tangling with Catfish monster rods and Pin Squall reels, all bait casters. So I'm gonna get it set up now. But when I get it all set up, I'm gonna make a little video about all of it.
There's one for you. PC Fun reels, great price. They're quality. Been using them going on 4 years now. Have you ever given a PC Fun a try?
No, I've never tried that. I've tried the Shakespeare ATSs. Uh, it's a bait caster reel, and they do all right. But since I started fishing with my pin reels, or yeah, my pin reels, I really like those a lot.
That's cool.
Mike Greenwell, Bumping Mike, wants to know what rod you're trying to use to bump with.
I was using a 7'6" Mr. Catfish rod.
Man, I'm having trouble reading tonight. I
I'm
feel like I've
I'm
gone
trying to
blind.
keep up with chat.
I was too, and we've
Little
gone
Leaper
totally
wants to
silent.
know what's the best bait caster reel out there. All you guys that use them, what would your
I'd say
in warfare?
Yeah, I'm loyal to Abu's.
now
But
the pin warfare, the pin warfare. That's a spinner reel, isn't it?
Pin warfare is a bait caster.
Is it?
Yeah, the
I guess I'm thinking of a different one.
yeah the your fierce spinning reels. The warfare is a bait casters.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah. Whole lot of Abu Garcia fans on here.
Oh yeah. Don't get them. don't get them going on Ming Yang 60.
My buddy country catfishing, he says Shimano for life.
All right, Mike
He
Greenwell says
also wants to know if you like
to get
lakes or rivers.
Mike Greenwell says to get
Like
a bumping specific rod for a rod that's specifically for bumping rod. Because let me find it again. That statement.
Be amazed at the difference.
He says he uses a B&M bump rod. It's less than $80, and I've personally seen it catch 92 pounders.
Dang. I might have to look into that then for when I'm bumping.
Yeah, because a bumping rod is made more for bumping, and I believe. I agree with you too, Stans. I am a pin for life. I got a Pin Pierce 8000 and a Pin Pierce 6000, both saltwater and freshwater reels, so they're made to handle big cats.
Yeah, but you like spinning reels.
I got a bait caster. They said one bait caster.
One.
That's all I got.
One.
Uh-huh.
Is it a Shakespeare?
Shakespeare ATS. Low profile reel.
I've got 2 of those, so I don't like them as good as I like my pin reel. Though.
Since I've had that reel on this rod, I've casted at least 28 times and not one bird nest. I did on one live, and Katie says if it bird nest, she gets it. It didn't bird nest.
But he quit using it. So it wasn't fair.
It gets tiring trying to cast that damn bait caster.
No.
When I first started, using a bait caster, I used to backlash them dudes a lot, and it used to make me mad, and so mad I'd want to throw my whole rod and reel in the lake.
Here's the thing, Hunter. I got 11 foot, 13 foot, 15 foot, and 18-foot catfish rods. Now I got this little 7-foot medium heavy action rod with a low profile bait caster. When I can take 11 and 13, there's bigger rods, cast them out there without half the force, and get my baits way out there. Now I got this little 7-foot. I got to go back to casting again just to get that bait anywhere near where I put my big rods at.
You can't fish anywhere near no trees with them big old poles.
No.
Hey, I've done it from the bank. I just do a side cast.
Yeah, you have to side cast an 18-footer.
I side cast an 11-footer.
If you're around trees.
Trust me, I make sure I have the clearance before I cast them. But that I have to throw more weight behind that rod when I cast it than I do my 11 foots.
Right.
The heavy actions, when I cast them, they have that backbone which loads up. Compared to medium action, they don't have the backbone when you load it up because it's more bowed with a 4-ounce weight and another 2-ounce piece of meat on there.
That's right.
Then I'm timing it like I do everything else when I cast it. At least I get a half the distance that I get my big rods out there. Half to maybe a 3/4 out.
The 2 longest reels I have is 9 foot. The rest of them's about 7.6 to 8 foot.
I like those big rods because they're made for the river. They're made for pulling cats out of the current. That's why I like them big rods because they're made for. They have the backbone and everything for a current fight, like on the Mississippi or the Kaskaskia. You're out there in that current. You want to have some kind of backbone in there to help pull the fish out of the current.
Yeah.
Catfish Hunter, what's your bucket list fish to catch?
My bucket list fish to catch.
Hmm.
Well, the record in Kentucky right now is a 106-pound blue cat. I want
Hmm.
to catch a 115-pound blue cat.
How do I know
Nice
you
bucket
really
list
about
fish.
Yeah.
I would have just
But
liked to
you
seen
know,
the
I don't know if
106
I'll ever,
pounder.
I don't know if I'll ever catch anything like it. But so
Hey,
realistically, I'd like to catch me at least a 80-pounder. I haven't caught
realistically,
anything that
anytime
big
you
yet.
put your hook in the water with bait, you can hook into a 115 pounder. You never know. Like
Yeah, yeah, you never know.
Muskrat Avenger says on dragging, I like to see how much line is out so I can stagger my lines when he's dragging baits.
Yeah, they're talking about line counters.
Yeah. So beginner cat fishermen are women. What would be your best advice for them?
Don't get stuck in the wind on a boat. No.
I knew that was coming.
Uh, if you're
Hi,
just
Tommy.
starting out, if you're just starting out catfishing, uh, talk to some people first before going out there. Uh, and learn as much as you can from the older fellers and the older folks that be fishing out here for years. They know what they're talking about. Uh, try different baits. Try different rigs. I fish with Kentucky rig. I fish with Santee Cooper rig. I fish Carolina rig. I've caught fish off all of them. Uh, just try different things. Try different bait. One thing my dad used to tell me all the time is if you go out 2 times and they're not biting on nightcrawler, you need to try something else. And then if they're not biting on that, try something else. You just keep trying until you find out what they're biting on that time of the year, and then you try and remember what they're biting on at that time of the year, and more than likely it's going to work for you next year. So, uh, other than that, hold your mouth right.
Hey, Boxy. Hi, Tanya. And everybody new in chat. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification. Check out everybody else in chat and show them some love. Catfish Hunter, you have 87 subscribers now.
Woo!
That's
Yeah,
from
thank you guys. Hey, I just want to give a shout out to everybody who has subscribed to my channel, man. I appreciate everything y'all do. I appreciate the subscriptions. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you guys for hitting the like buttons and checking out my videos. I am new at this. I promise I'll get better at videos.
Now, if you have
I
any
think I'm
questions
doing all
about
right now.
videos, if you have any questions about doing videos, I know Norman can help you.
Okay.
Palmetto Cats, if you reach out to him. Catfish and Crappie, he's also good. Just watching the
Catfish
videos,
and crappie,
talking to
yeah.
him in their live streams. Palmetto Cats,
Yeah,
huh?
these are some of the cameras I've been using to do my videos with. I've got a GoPro Hero 7 Silver, which it's all right. It does all right. The fact that you can't change the batteries out in it, I don't really like that. You have to keep charging it. And then I've got my GoPro Hero 7 Black, and I absolutely love this camera. This is the one that I've been taking most of my videos with, and it works flawlessly. when I get home, I just take the memory card out. I put it in my tablet that I'm on right now, and I download all my stuff, all my videos onto my KindMaster, and I use KindMaster to edit my videos and then shoot them over to the YouTube channel. So
This is what I do my videos on. It's my Android.
yeah, that's what I started. That's what I started doing my videos on. When I first started doing my videos, I just used my trusty cell phone here, and I don't know if you guys can see, but it has like 3 or 4 different cameras in the back, so I get 64 megapixel. You get 64 megapixel off this dude. So making videos.
My phone to the new Android 21 that's out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That one's coming out with a all new editing software where I can do it right there on the bank as I'm uploading it.
So, do you leave your camera on all the time, or you just turn it on when you're ready, or when you need to?
Me, I just turn it on when I need to. Off my phone.
Just turn it on. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing with my GoPros.
When I'm doing a video and I want to pause it, I got a pause button I can hit to pause it, and I can just go back and unpause it and bring the video back up. But with live chats, I just do a continuous stream off the phone.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't tried doing a live stream yet while I'm down there fishing. I'm kind of nervous about doing a live stream because, sometimes you don't catch nothing. And a lot of people that are on YouTube, they want to see you catching fish. They don't want to see you not catching anything. You know what I mean?
Catfish Hunter?
So
you just jumped up to 94 subscribers.
Oh, man. Thank you guys, for real. This is awesome, man. Hey, Avid, man, I want to give you a shout out, buddy, for hitting me up, man, and getting me put on your show here. You and Catfish Katie Collins, you guys are awesome, man, for real. Everybody else out there, on YouTube, y'all doing all these videos and catfishing videos. Hey, man, I'm learning stuff from you guys. So, keep the videos coming. I appreciate everything you guys are doing for me, the whole catfishing community. I never knew catfishing was this big. Up until 6-7 months ago, I didn't even know that there was catfishing tournaments.
No,
I've always heard of bass fishing tournaments, but
we have catfishing live shows 7 nights a week. We got Monday night with Catfish Weekly, Tuesday night with Muskrat Adventures, Wednesday night with Patriot James Catfishers of America. Thursday night is a bait shop with Shad and Dockery. And after that, you got Panfish Weekly with Lyle and Catfish and Crappie Mark. Friday night, you got Catfish and Crappie. Yes.
Can you send me that stuff on Messenger so I'll remember all of it?
I'm just giving you the rundown, but Saturday nights we got the bait shop with Stan and Norm. Sunday nights is Palmetto Cats, and after Palmetto Cats, it's me at 8:00.
All right. Yeah.
And
you can also go back on this live, Lloyd, and whenever we're done, you can go back and we've got a bunch of great mods that's posting links like crazy. And you can go back and click on every one of those and join those pages. Once this show's over with, you can pull it back up.
I will.
Yeah, I will. I'll go through all of these and I'll join and I'll go ahead and subscribe. If they're got YouTube channels and stuff, man, I'll subscribe to everybody's YouTube channel. I like to give everybody love, share the love out there.
Palmetto Cats, if you can, please post your link for Catfish Hunter and them so they can see you. Palmetto Cats is also another awesome person that will gladly help you out if you ask him. If you have any questions.
Yeah, I just subscribed to his channel before I went live with you.
Hey, Boxy, thank you for the raid. Catfish and Crappie's another good channel. He has some awesome people on there, which is good with good information. Norm is
Yeah, I believe
good.
I'm subscribed to him.
I mean, everybody in here has awesome channels.
Yeah.
We got a ton of people in here with awesome channels. Catfish community.
There's a few of them in here I've never
family.
heard about. So I'll have to go through and click on all of these and go ahead and subscribe to their channels and check everybody out here. Catfish and Katie, I got a question for you. I seen your bank fishing video. Your fishing pole holders. Where did you get them dudes?
Everybody keeps asking me that, and I got them off of eBay. I was looking for bank fishing rod holders, and I love them. They are awesome. They are heavy as all get out, but they are awesome. You can step on both sides and push them in the ground. And
I seen that. I was like, man.
Yeah, if I can find the link for them again, I'll send it to you. They came in a 3-pack, and they were not really that expensive. I think I gave less than $40 for them. But they are really nice. Yeah, handmade.
Yeah,
some guy handmade them. So, yeah, they were
I
well
seen
worth
them,
it.
and I was like, man, I need some of them.
They're nice, but if you're going to carry them very far, they don't work for that.
Alan Dittmeyer, I know you're in chat. Can you repost that statement you made so I can reread that and share it out with Catfish Hunter so he can look on Facebook and join your page as well? Now, on Facebook, a lot of us have our pages. Like I have the Avid Meet and Greet, and I have the Bank Fishers of America. Catfish Headhunter, he has pages. Muskrat has a Facebook page. Palmetto Cats has a Facebook page. We all do.
Okay.
Catfish Weekly, Panfish Weekly, Catfish and Crappie.
I have my own page too. Maurice Kaysen says it's hillbilly rod holders. I know he was looking for them. So that sounds
hillbilly
right.
rod holders?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that over here where he said that.
Yeah, that sounds right. But I will go back and look in my purchases and send you the exact little link I got them off of.
Alan Dittmeyer says his Facebook page is Catfish Pirates, where you can go on his page after you become a member, and you can share your links on there too.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these catfishing Facebook pages, you can share your video links and everything else up on there and all that, and your pictures of your catfish you caught and all that. They're good people.
Yeah.
Muscular Adventures has a weekly adventure on his Facebook page. He's been busy lately, Norman, and I've been talking to him, but he's been super busy right now with a lot of stuff. Country Boy Catfishing, Big Slim. So, have you ever tried goldfish for bait?
Goldfish for bait?
I hear that question all the time.
I heard you talking about that last Saturday or last Sunday with Mad Catter.
Right.
And I've neher even heard of that before.
It's not very common around here.
There's some places around here that sell it for bait, but I never buy it because I don't use it.
Now there's I do know that there's some places that's illegal. You can't use that. I'm not sure about Kentucky, but I mean, I've just never thought about getting any goldfish and go see if it works.
Laura, thank you with the links and keep up the good work. But Illinois, you're not allowed to have goldfish for bait. But if you're on the Mississippi River on the Illinois side, you can use them for bait. But if you go in any tributaries or rivers or lakes beyond that, you cannot use goldfish.
So we can't use goldfish down here.
Norm says you can use them in Kentucky, in the Kentucky and Ohio River.
But I'm not sure if you could use them in like Kentucky Lake, like Berkeley. That would be totally different. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. I think I'll just stick with what I've been fishing with. I don't want to run into a game warden and get arrested or something for all of that.
What I suggest you all do is pull out your regulations and go to the section that says bait fish allowed to use and read up on that.
Yeah. I'll have to do that and see all
Hi, Anna, like, welcome, Anna. And what I'm going to start doing this on this channel is go covering the regulations, is to make sure you know your limits, you know your rods, you know the baits that you can use for your state, in your area, in your regulations. It's all in there. We just need to read it, get ourselves familiar with it, and know what we can and can't use. And if you have a question, call them and ask them.
Catfish Regulator says, what about Kool-Aid chicken?
What about Kool-Aid chicken? I haven't tried Kool-Aid chicken, but I've tried strawberry jello chicken and strawberry jello chicken with garlic. And like I was saying earlier, I caught a 3.5 pound blue cat off strawberry jello chicken, and then I caught like 1.5 pound blue cat. And my buddy Country Catfishing, he caught a little channel cat that was about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds off the strawberry jello chicken. But other than that, I mean, just little dink fish, that's all we've caught with that so far. I did see the video where Dieter Melhorn caught like a 58 pound blue cat off jello chicken, and that's where I kind of got the idea to go ahead and fish with that. But other than that, I haven't tried Kool-Aid chicken yet, but I hear that you can use all different flavors of Kool-Aid chicken, so I might have to try that out too.
Me only keep the Kool-Aid in the jar where you can drink it, and keep the chicken on the plate to where you can eat it. Even though I don't drink Kool-Aid, so I never buy it.
Whiskers and Stripes is from Kentucky, and he says no live fish, live bait fish, or live bait organisms that are not native or established in Kentucky waters shall be bought, sold, possessed, imported, or in any way used or released and this is from the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife.
Where did you get that
from? Whiskers and Stripes posted it from the Fish and Wildlife here in the state of Kentucky.
Well, that's a good thing that he knows the regulations on it. But that's something that you all need to know, because if game warden says that you're breaking this certain such and such rule, then you question him about it. He'll be asking you, like, don't you read your regulations?
Yeah.
Right.
Us doing our part, being a responsible fisherman and knowing our regulations, and the baits and stuff that we can use in that state, because those regulations cover everything from A to Z.
Yeah.
Hey, Flint Hill, how you doing?
Yeah, I've had an episode like that with a game warden before. Where I didn't really read all the rules and regulations for out here in Kentucky. I was fishing down at Barkley Dam, and it was my first time ever catch a striped bass, and I thought you could keep them dudes. And I was keeping the little ones. He pulled up on me and he said, "No, man, I got to give you a ticket." Yeah, so about $475 later, I learned my lesson.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to start doing a. I can't do one for Kentucky because I don't have the regulations for it. But in Illinois, we have regulations, and you guys know you have your regulations books that you guys can cover and read. But
I've got it
Illinois, we have
online
our
too.
regulations books and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
we need, as being a responsible fisherman, cat fisherman, crappie fisherman, bass fisherman, whatever, crack that book open and read it because it can change from year to year. And
I personally
DNR,
never get the book. I look at it online every year.
DNR, the biologists and them, they're good about changing things on you and not telling you about it.
Right.
Well, for Kentucky, I do know that if you go on their website, the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife Department's website, you can sign up for emails. And when they change something from year to year as far as regulations for hunting or fishing, they will send you an email saying this changed. And you can keep up with it better that way. That's the way I do it. Because I'm in a little podunk town. Not very many people know about it, but closest thing away is a Walmart that's about 30 minutes away. And those little books, the fish and wildlife books, are few and far between to get here. So I just found that
Where
if I
at?
signed up online, I'm from Sturgis, Kentucky. It's Union County. I'm
Yeah,
2 counties
I know
from
how to get
you.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how to get out there. I ride my Harley down there and go to that custom bike wear store down there.
Now, see, you're about 6 miles from my house. Yes, Kevin, I said podunk. Yeah, that's about 6 miles from my house, 6 to 8 miles.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a little podunk town.
Alan Dittmeyer, you can, if you're a member on Bank Fishers of America, you can post that up there in there too, and we'll get it shared out for you.
Yes, Chad, Union County.
There's another good channel right there. Is Fishing with a Chad. They go live on Thursday nights, and he goes live from the boat fishing. Uh, we have a ton of good channels in here. Laura the Explorer, she does all kinds of adventures.
Laura is on it, man. She's been posting links like crazy.
She's a good supporter for the catfish community. She's just started getting into catfishing. She does exploring videos, old abandoned motels, old castles, stuff like that.
Oh, dang. I have to check that out.
You'd love her channel. She's good.
Lloyd, if you could get a trip to anywhere in the world to fish, free of charge, every bit of it free, where would you go?
Well, I'm almost 40 years old. Well, I'm almost 39 years old. Let me put it that way. And I've never seen the ocean, y'all. Never seen the ocean at all. And I really want to fish in the ocean. So I would like to go down to Florida and fish the ocean. Anywhere down there. Really. I
Right.
just want to see the ocean and fish in it. I tell my wife all the time, I don't want to swim in the ocean. I want to fish in the ocean.
Right. Well, I was 37 when I went to Florida for the first time and saw the ocean. And I will say you need to see it at least once in your life because
Yeah.
it's awesome and humbling to look out and all you see is water, and it just feels like the ocean goes on forever. Like there's nothing else out there. It's really awesome to see. So,
Yeah.
but, I know a lot of people that hadn't seen it in that age bracket to know. Just haven't been able to go see it or financially able or anything like that. And I was blessed. I had a friend that was going and her husband couldn't go. And she said, "Hey, do you want to go?" And of course I said, "Heck yeah," So, and
Yeah,
all of it was
yeah,
paid for. So, uh, but
yeah.
yeah, I would
Anytime
love
I
to
get,
fish it.
yeah, me too. Anytime I get vacation time or anything like that, we go down to Colorado and see my family in Colorado, and then I go up to Buffalo, Wyoming. And my dad is a Vietnam vet. He's in a VA nursing home up there, so I go up there and see him. So that's pretty much why I've never seen the ocean yet, is because every time I have vacation time, I just go see family.
Right. Yeah.
So
Can someone please post CatCon's YouTube page because they will be doing a virtual YouTube live instead of the CatCon down in Kentucky.
Thanks, Roger.
Go ahead with you with what you're talking about, Katie.
I was done. I just wanted to
Okay.
know where Roger posted the link and I said, "Thank you."
Oh, I didn't know he posted it.
Yep, right
Thank
after
you,
you
Roger.
asked.
Uh, yeah, catting around. Go to that link, subscribe, and there will be more information there and on the CatCon Facebook page link as well. So it's going to be good for you. It'd be good for you to look on the Catfish Conference webpage on Facebook and on YouTube, so you can be updated and kept up with what's going on. You're welcome.
Matt Catter wants to know, Lloyd, whenever you go to Colorado, do you go through St. Joseph? And that's Missouri. That's where he's from. He's the one we had on a show last week.
we go close by there. I believe so. Yeah, we get pretty close there.
Colorado's pretty awesome. I had an opportunity to go there last year in August. Well, no, October. It was October. And I went cross country on a semi. And I went from Kentucky down to Georgia, across to Texas, back up to Kansas, over to Maryland, back to Colorado, and back here. And everywhere I went, I was like, "I'd like to fish there. I'd like to fish there. Ooh, I'd like to fish there." And so,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
When I go up there, we normally go trout fishing. Uh, I've been going here lately up in Buffalo, Wyoming with my dad and stuff. We go and pick him up from the home up there, and we still go out and do some trout fishing. Of course, wasn't able to this last year because of this COVID stuff. So
yeah.
do you ever fish with skipjack?
yeah, cut skipjack. Yeah, yeah,
Norm says catch your skipjacks when they're running, and uh, you can vacuum seal them and freeze them, and they're a killer for skipjack for catfish down there in Kentucky.
yeah, yeah. There have been a lot of people catching them on there. Uh, let's see, what was it about? I'd say about 3 or 4 years ago, I was down at Poplar Creek, and I'd end up getting me a skipjack, and I cut down by his tail. I cut about, I don't know, not that much off the tail, and I hooked him up on the hook and threw him out there anyway. And about 5 minutes went by, and my pole almost went in the water, and I snatched it up and reeled in a 28-pound blue cat out there at Poplar Creek.
That's good.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, cut bait works.
I want to do a rod versus rod challenge here within the next couple months. I want to take a dock demon versus a dock runner out to the Mississippi and go after big cats with them.
Oh yeah.
I want to take an ugly stick versus a Zebco rod, which is only 36 inches long.
Yeah. I don't care too much for a
big
Zebco.
cats.
Yeah.
I might
Zebco's
go.
all right. I used Zebco when I was younger, but that was mostly for trout, you know. Since I've been out here, I've used mainly Shakespeare rods and reels, and then here recently I just started using pin reels and Mr. Catfish rods. But like I said earlier, I want to do all tangling with catfish monster rods and all pin squall reels, and I just want to get set up with that, and I think I'd be happy camper then.
Do you fish for flatheads too?
Yeah.
Victoria is asking us, what's a good bait in the summer for flatheads that are not bluegills and bullheads?
Nightcrawler.
I'll go a couple steps farther. I'd say red horse suckers, Asian carp, big head carp, buffalo, and skipjack.
Yeah, I've caught them off of cut up hot dogs before too. Flathead.
Flathead will eat just about anything.
Yeah, sure will.
Actually, Victoria, if you read your regulations on when you can snag for snagging season, you can catch your Asian carps and your big head carps that way and cut them up, and you'll have plenty of bait for almost 4 or 5 fishing trips that you can vacuum seal.
Yeah.
And pull them out as you need them. Where
you can
from?
only.
Flint Hill wants to know where you're from, Hunter.
I'm originally from Colorado, but I live in Princeton, Kentucky now. I'm originally from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Big crawdads is also another one good for flatheads.
Have you been down to Kentucky Lake, down by the dam, whenever the skipjack are running?
Yes, I have.
Oh man, that's so awesome to hear them running like that. It's pretty cool. I like that.
I've also been down to Barkley Dam and Kentucky Dam when the shad are running.
Yeah.
And I used to catch a bunch of those, fill up coolers full, and then I'd bring them back home and I'd cut them up and save the guts out of them and put them in mason jars and use that for catfishing bait.
Them shad, you can
a lot of catfish
catch
off of that stuff.
Oh heck yeah, them shad, you can catch them with just a hook. Just flick it out there and catch them left and right.
Well, I took a dip net bait net that you just it's on a pole or whatever, and you just stick it down in the water while they're running, and you can pull them up by the net poles.
Oh man,
I could fill a whole cooler up in like, I don't know, probably 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes when they're running. And like I said, I used to use shad gut a lot for bait, and I've caught a whole lot of catfish off that.
Good night, Justin. Laura, you're doing good. If you need any help posting links, Laura, just ask Norman. I'm sure he'll be able to help you. Or some of our other mods can help you with posting links that you don't have. I know Two Stands Fishing's good at it. Hello, Betty. Welcome.
So, no, if I lived closer to Kentucky Lake, I would go down there. Well, if I lived closer to the dam, I would go down there and get bait like crazy like that, because that's awesome to me. And see, I used to live in Princeton and I got spoiled to it, but now down here, about the good as I can get is bluegill, and I go catch the far out of them, use them. We keep them in a live well. But
where you go fishing at down there in Sturgis?
Well, I live less than a half mile from the Ohio River down here, and so I fish there most of the time. I can actually see part of it through the trees from my window in the living room here. So
Oh man, that's awesome.
Most of the time I fish there. Now there's a wildlife area out back your way towards Crittenden County that's got some
Yeah,
little lakes, and I fish those. You can get some small catfish out of them, but that's mostly where I go get my bait.
right.
That's where I go
Right.
catch my bluegill. But the water is up crazy high right now in the Ohio River. Man, it's just shooting up more
Yeah.
and more every day down here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm hoping. I googled it, and on uh uh on the Kentucky side or whatnot, it said that the water's supposed to drop about an inch or close to an inch. So
Really.
that's why I'm hoping that it drops down close to an inch so I can go get my boat.
Yeah. Well, I know the other day when I went through by the dam, they had six of the gates open, so it should be
Yeah,
dropping some.
yeah. That's how many they had today when I went across the bridge going over to Kentucky Dam Marina to
That's
drop
where
the
I
boat
was.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where I
yeah.
was. We may have passed each other for all we
We
know.
might have. We
You
might have.
you never know. You never
Yeah.
know who you're gonna pass half the time.
So Katie, what kind of rods you like to use?
Well, I had never heard of anybody else having them until I watched a video by Mexicat, and he actually gave one away. But I used the fire stick rods, and
A fire
they're,
stick rod?
yeah, fire stick, and they're not expensive. They were like $30 a piece, and they're 7'6" medium heavies, and I like them. And he said that they're made out of a different material than a slime cat. But he said, as far as the action and the way they work, that they're very, very similar to the slime cat rods. So, and that was interesting to learn because I've never had a slime cat rod, and I just got them because they were inexpensive. But I
Right.
like them.
Right. And you like Abu Garcia reels?
Yes, yes.
All
Shucks,
bait
any
I
bait
cast?
st-
caster little
I
she loves
started
to
out with an Abu that, well, shoot, I was using Zebco 808s, just regular casting reels. And then I had a buddy that gave me a Abu 5000, I think it was one of them little ones. And he said, you try this, you'll never go back to Zebco. And once I got the hang of that bait cast, once I got it dialed down, he was right. I just bought
Yeah,
more of them. And I've used Abus ever since. But I did
yeah,
when I saw Palmetto's video about the live that he did with the guy from PC Fun, I did get me one of those last month, the Chaos 60, and I actually like it. I haven't used it but a couple times because of the weather and how I've been feeling, but I really do like it. So it's going to be a continuer, I think, with my Abus.
yeah.
But
So
it's
you
hard
use
for me
all
to give
bait
up on them.
caster now?
Yes, yeah. Now
Use
my
all
other
bait
ones
caster
just
now?
my I've still got my Zebcos. They're still set up and in the garage, but yeah, bait casters is all I use now.
All right, Catfish Hunters. Kevin Ryder asks, "What would your dream boat be if you were given the chance to have?"
Oh man, my dream boat. Oh, that's kind of a hard one, I guess. Let's see. My dream boat, I'd really like to have a 24-foot pontoon boat set up for catfishing with decked out with monster rod holders and monster rods and pin reels.
Heck yeah, if they're gonna give it to you, decked out with everything.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'd really like. I'd like me a nice big pontoon set up for catfishing.
One
Or
time's
a deep
asking if you like the
VCR.
Cowboys
One ton.
or a deep what?
He's more than passionate about the Cowboys.
Or I'd like one of the deep VC arcs.
Right.
Yeah.
The Sea Arcs, by what I understand, will handle any river real easy, real good.
Yeah. Yeah. Who
Uh,
was asking if I'm a Cowboys fan?
a 1 ton.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I got autographed jerseys and I've got all kinds of stuff in here.
Now, I'm going to give another shout out to another channel that supports the catfish community. She's awesome. She's been doing a lot of talks about YouTube regulations and stuff like that. That's Mo Homesteading. If someone can post her link in chat, she's an awesome channel. She's more of a homesteading channel, but she is a good supporter to the catfish community. She helps everybody out with knowledge she has on YouTube and how you can grow a channel, how you can use the YouTube community to help you grow. So tune into her sometime and listen to some of her live streams. But she's got some good content up there. If someone can post her link.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to check that out.
Lloyd Chad said he had to unsubscribe from you because you got all that cowboy stuff.
Oh man, come on.
Don't worry, he'll be back there. Everybody, let's pray that Catfish Hunter can retrieve his boat safely tomorrow. It is currently tied to a bank. Half of it's flooded. The other half is out of the water. Let's pray that he can get that boat safely recovered with him and his friends home.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Mo. And like I was going to say earlier, with this channel, what me and the game plan for this live stream that me and Katie's trying to do is get all this small channels known in the catfish community and get them out there growing and help them get up there with support and get them out there known in the catfish community so you can become part of the family and they can put a face to the name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baby goat sauce. What's a baby goat got to do with this?
I think I might end up changing mine to Kentucky Catfish Hunter.
It'd be easier to find you.
Yeah,
I had to get your link from Avid so I could find you. I looked, and like I said, there was a whole bunch of them.
I found them.
I think
then I wouldn't watch
once I can make it I think once I can make it an actual YouTube website, you know, I think people will be able to find me better. Once I can do it as a catfish hunter at youtube.com. It's just when I tried to make it an actual website, they said that I had to have at least 100 subscribers to be able to do such. So, and I only had like 60 at that time.
Well, you're getting close now.
Norman, are you in here?
Yeah, I'm trying to hit that 100 mark.
Norman or
you're
Mike?
getting close.
Can someone see where Catfish Hunter's stats are at? Tanya says you're almost there.
All right.
Everybody, let's Tanya, can you share out his link? Let's get him to 100. But I just changed it to Kentucky Catfish Hunter without the at YouTube.
You were talking about the live streams and being afraid to do them because of not catching any fish. Personally, I've
Yeah,
never done one because I haven't, gotten started enough to be able to do one. But uh, a lot of these guys that do them, it's just more or less about, fellowshipping with each other, conversating. And if you're like me
yeah,
and you stay sick a lot and you can't go fishing, it's always awesome for me to get up and see somebody that's fishing live and pull it up on the TV. And I feel like I'm fishing because they're my friends and I feel like I'm fishing with them. So,
right. Yeah,
it
and I
makes a
haven't looked at it
difference.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
It,
looked at it like that.
and every fisherman knows you don't catch a fish every time you go.
No,
So, I mean,
No, you don't. I've been skunked more than a few times.
me too.
see, all my
This year's been rough on me.
all my YouTube videos I've ever posted, when I edited, because I kept them real. When I went fishing, if I caught a fish, you seen it. If I didn't catch one, you didn't see it. You got to see it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't plan on ever editing my videos to where they look like I caught something and I didn't catch it.
yeah, yeah. I put out one video where I was skunked, and after that, I waited until, let's see, I waited almost 5 weeks before I put out another video, and actually had fish in it that time. So, but for 4 or 5 weeks there, I got skunked every time I went. It wasn't from the lack of trying, because I went at least twice every week because I work a full-time job too. So,
Yeah,
it's hard for I can't get out every day and go out fishing and stuff like that. I've got to go to work too. So,
Right.
of course. Work comes first.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
working in play.
Thank you, James, for helping share on the links. Thank you for all the mods that are sharing the links. Keep up the good work. Let's get this guy up to 100 if we can. Let's share him out on other channels and on Facebook and wherever else we can share him out. Let's get him up to 100.
Yeah,
Hey, I've done live fishing feeds from the bank. I've been skunked several times on that.
yeah, yeah. Uh, I might. I think I might end up having to do a live.
Thank
Go
you,
ahead and do a
Stan.
live stream from
I think you
while I'm
should.
fishing. Yeah,
I think you should for sure. Stan says that anyone that can sink a boat and still make a chat that night deserves a sub. And
Exactly.
I
yeah.
think it's pretty awesome that you did show up tonight. As soon as I saw your
Oh,
picture of
man.
your boat, I was like, I told Avid, I said, you need to check on him, see if he's going to be able to do our show because he's having troubles.
Yeah.
I
And
checked on him earlier
Avid,
today when he's
yeah,
at.
Avid messaged me earlier, and I was like, man, I really don't know if I'm gonna do the show because I'm not really feeling it. And then I got with my wife, and my wife was like, "Nah, you've worked pretty hard to get your YouTube channel out there and get started and making the videos and editing them and posting them." And she said, "If this is a way for you to be able to get some more subscribers and get your name out there and be a part of the catfishing community and everything," she said, you need to go on and do it." So I messaged Avid and I said, "Yeah, man, I'll go ahead and do the show. Just let me know what time." So.
I really appreciate it.
Well, yeah, we really appreciate it because we're going to come up with another game plan because of your incident with the boat and reschedule for a later time. But
Yeah,
I'm glad you were able to come up here and do this because it does help you out. And we are booked up for the next 6 weeks. But come towards the middle of February, we will be booking again for March. Right, Katie?
yeah,
Yes.
But right now we're 6 weeks out. So, and I'm happy. And if any of you guys do want to be put on the list for a guest, either let me know or Katie know, or write your names down on the tablet. And when we get a chance, we'll get you booked and get you up on here.
Right. We have some, we've lined up some really good guests. I mean, I'm pleased, last week was our first official show. And I mean, I think that these two shows and the rest of them will be really good. I think we're doing well with it. So
next week's show, we have a guest from Louisiana. And no, it's not Creole catfishing. This is fishing.
You should have just left it with the guest from Louisiana.
It's a guest from Louisiana, and she has always been in everybody's live feeds. And she just changed her YouTube name, and she's going to start doing fishing videos.
Okay.
Our goal is to make sure that we can get more of the newer YouTube channels in, and that way they can do a live, and they get an experience with doing live shows. And also, you get your name out there, you get more subs, and everyone, gets to know who you are, because there's a lot more to it than me saying, to some guy down the street, you need to go on YouTube and look up Catfish Hunter. And they be like, okay, I'll check him out. But when they personally see you and they see you're talking, they see your personality, then you start adding up subs. They're like, well, we're going to check him out. He's a pretty nice guy. And it's a strategy to help out the newcomers, because you've got your basic ones that everybody knows, like I've noticed in your videos, Dieter Melhorn, I've heard you mention him, and Catfish Dave, and you got the ones that almost everybody that fishes knows about, okay? But the newcomers that are really wanting to grow into the business, into the catfish YouTube, community, not necessarily business, but we're the ones. And I say we because if it wasn't for Avid pushing me, I wouldn't have done this. But we're the ones that needs to get our name out there, put a face with our names, put our personality out there, and then just start adding up those subscribers. And it just, And once you start adding a subscriber, it makes you feel honored, because I know you said you were at 60 something and you're almost like to 90 now. And I think it's pretty humbling, because that shows people seeing your face, seeing your personality, hearing what you like to talk about, and everything, and meeting you specifically. They join your channel and they look forward to seeing more content from you. So that was our basic goal for this show.
Serena, no, it is not country catfishing on March 7th. It is a female catfishing angler that will be live with us on March 7th from Louisiana. And to answer your question, 1 ton, it is catfishing with Sabrina. If anybody has her link or can find her link, you can please post it.
If you look on Avid's page, there's little show pictures that show who we're going to have, a lineup that shows who we're going to have and everything. And there's links to all their channels on each one of them too. But we have some pretty awesome ones coming up, and I was thrilled to have you come up, because I was like, hot dog, he lives close, and so when I started this stuff, I was like, there's nobody going to be around here, I'm just meeting people from all over the place. And then when I finally got on live one night, everybody's like, hey, I'm from Kentucky. Hey, I'm from Kentucky. And then you were like, hey, I'm from here, which I lived there. And so pretty neat.
Which my buddy Country Catfishing, he's from Princeton too. He lives right here in Princeton too.
That's awesome. We may have to get together and fish sometime.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get together this spring or this summer. We'll meet up somewhere and go fishing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should be able to find that link on my YouTube page somewhere where I have a lineup of who's coming up in February 7th, Laura. And February 7th is Fishing with Sabrina. The 14th is Has Life. The 21st is, I forgot who.
Catfish and Dreams.
Catfish and Dreams. And the 28th is
Kelly Bullock.
Yeah, Kelly Bullock.
Now, March 7th is Country Catfishing. That's what he was talking about.
Oh.
And then on March 14th, we got Sharina, keeping it real.
Huh?
March 14th, we got Sharina.
Yes, we do.
That will be our second girl guest. I like it when we get the lady guest because makes me not feel like the only female.
Let's get more on here. That's what this is about. It's not just the men catfishing, but get the females catfishing up here as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Lloyd, back to you, because this is your show, you know. What out of your channel, when you created your YouTube channel, what did you want to get out of it? What did you want people to learn? You know, why did you create it?
I created it because, you know, I like fishing. I've always loved going fishing and doing different types of fishing and, you know, fishing with different baits and checking out different types of reels and rods and stuff like that. Really, I just wanted people to see there's still people out there that catfish, you know. And like I said, I didn't know the catfishing community was so big until after I started my channel and everything and started looking up all these YouTube videos and YouTubers on here and everything. And so really, I mean, just show people how I fish, how I like to fish. You know, I want to be able to catch my personal best and have people watch me catch my personal best.
Right.
I think there's a lot of people out there that don't understand why we do what we do, and you know, they say, "Oh, well, fishing is gross. You got to mess with nasty bait and all of this and that, and you know, your hands get dirty and it's cold outside or it rains on you, you know, and that type of stuff. I grew up doing this type of stuff, you know. I used to go fishing in the snow in Colorado and ice fishing and stuff for trout, and you know, so cold weather doesn't bother me none. And, anyway, I started the YouTube channel. My buddy Country Catfishing was talking to me about his channel and what he was doing and everything, and I was like, man, that sounds like fun, you know. I want to do that too. So I started doing that, and then, you know, of course, today I got an intro video in, and that was about all she wrote because my boat sank. So,
Kevin Ryder asked this question, but I think you already answered it. Who was your biggest influencer from YouTube?
who was my biggest influencer from YouTube?
Yes.
Well, I'd have to say the first person that was telling me all about this stuff and really got me to start my own channel is my buddy David from Country Catfishing. And then after that, I got hooked on watching Catfish Dave. That guy is hilarious. I like his videos. I like how he rhymes in his videos and stuff when he's doing it. And the man's catching big fish
on those videos.
You know, and the man's catching big fish, and I like seeing people catch the big ones. Even the smaller ones too. It's fun to watch people catch fish. You know.
Right.
After that is Dieter Melhorn, and then I started watching a couple of other ones like Peel and Drag and uh, just stuff like that. Uh,
we got some
then I
amazing.
started then I started like uh, looking up different YouTube people and different catfishing people and different ways on how to catfish, and I even watched some how-to videos on how other people do their rigs and how they tie knots, and you know, it's all interesting stuff, To me it is. I mean, you got to be a lover of fishing to, get into this stuff, but I
Does
like it
anybody
pretty
have?
well.
I'm sorry. Does anybody have Country Boy Catfishing's link that they can share and post up?
Laura's posted it a few times. I just got it from her myself.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's get the
Got a dog trying to knock me out.
Go ahead, Hunter. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're good.
But,
Yeah, I mean, other than that, that's kind of how I started out. Like I said, I'm still new to this, and I work a lot too. So when I come home, sometimes I'm just wore out. I don't even really look at my phone and stuff. I spend time with my wife and my kids. I've got two older boys that don't live at home anymore. One of them serves in Fort Knox in the Army. My other one lives in North Carolina, and I've got two boys left here at home. Uh, the oldest one I have left here at home, he wants to work for NASA, and my youngest boy that I had with me today when the boat sank, he wants to be a YouTube star. So,
hey, Two Stands, can you
Well, we
post
need to get his link up
the
here.
weekly lineup of live shows for the week from Catfish Weekly, the Muskrat Show, Patriot James, and all that for Monday through Sunday?
I was trying to find your boy's YouTube channel so that I could get his.
I'm going to say what a friend of mine says on YouTube about work, and I consider this to be golden because it's Lau from Catfish Weekly. He says, right now, with this day and age, we're not guaranteed a job, but if our job interferes with fishing, take the job first and work that job. Then when you get time to go fishing, go fishing. It's not the same
yeah,
word you use it, but it's similar to it.
yeah, that's what I do. My work and my family, they
Come
come
first.
first, and then, when I've got a day off or whatever, or I have 2 days off in a row, I like to get together with my buddy and go fishing. Or if he's working and I'm off, I'll still go fishing. Uh, I like to take my youngest son with me sometimes, and as long as his schoolwork is done and he's done what his mama told him to do, otherwise he don't get to go fishing. So
Yeah, but we got an awesome catfish community. Lyle Stokes started with Catfish Weekly years ago, and now it's went from Catfish Weekly to Patriot Catfishermen. Then it was me shortly after that, a while after, about maybe a year ago, I started Friday nights. Then it went to Norman, to Kevin, to Roger, to Chad, and now we got them every night of the week, and it's great. We got live
yeah,
shows 7 nights a week, sometimes 2 nights a week, and there's if you not getting information on one channel, you get it on another night.
yeah, I'm gonna have to start checking those out.
I tell you what, you go to every live stream every night, you'll get out there because people will post your link and
Yeah,
everything out there, and
yeah,
yeah, You start showing support to them, and they start showing support back to whoever's in their chat with them.
Yeah.
And you will grow.
Yeah.
And they will give
That's
you
what
tips. We normally go over tips and tricks on how to do videos and stuff like that, your editing programs, everything. Boat etiquette,
yeah, I've been
all that.
I've been noticing all these links posting up here, so
yeah,
I'm
Tuesdays
gonna
is
have to
posting
go
all
through.
the
I'm gonna have to
right
go
now.
through all of these here later.
Stan is currently doing all the rundown of Monday through Sunday night live links that are on YouTube. Plus, a lot of us we go live from the bank while we're fishing, which also helps us. I don't know if you ever thought of doing that. Doing a live feed from the bank while you're fishing or off the boat with a tripod or something.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Yep.
I'm gonna end up having to do that. I think the next time I go bank fishing, I'm gonna do a live feed, and I'm still hoping and praying that my boat is still there. But if my boat is still there, I'll be doing a video off of it. If not, like I said earlier, I'll be in the market for another boat. It won't be my last boat, but I definitely learned my lesson on fishing in the wind. I'm not doing that again.
High winds in a bass boat, that's a no-no. That's an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, and I done had one.
Hey, we got Epic in the house. Whiskers and Stripe. Mixie Cat.
Sometimes we learn lessons the hard way. And, like we talked about, one thing about that lesson is, yes, it was a hard one to learn, but you and your son and your fishing buddy were all got back home safe and sound. And that's the blessing part of learning that tough to learn lesson.
That's right.
Yeah, but you just got a wake up call and you just used you kept yourself calm to get out of it.
Yeah.
Instead of just panicking like someone else might do.
Needless to say, I was pretty upset about my boat, I mean,
you got upset after you got out of the bank, but you got it tied off too.
Yeah. But I believe it'll still be there tomorrow. I'm gonna get her pumped out, and hopefully everything works right. If not, I'll have a buddy tow me up out of there on his boat.
You'll get it.
I'm sure you'll get your boat back.
Yeah.
You'll get your boat back. It's gonna be on the trailer and be on your driveway tomorrow night.
Yeah. Well, I called
That's what we're praying for.
I called a feller down here. He's like a towing service or something like that the emergency
recovery
people told me about. And I called him on the phone, and he's telling me it's going to be $225 an hour from the time he leaves his house to the time he gets home. And I was like, well, how long is this going to take? And he said, oh, it could take like 6, 7, even 8 hours for me to get your boat. And I was like, I don't have $2,000 to pay you, dude. And he was like, well, I'm going to need cash money before I even hook to your boat. And I was like, yeah, man, I don't have that. Like,
He's going to take his time coming. Once he leaves his house, he's going to take his time getting there and take his time going home.
Yeah, that's what I told my buddy. I said, what's he going to do? He's going to leave his house, stop and eat a cheeseburger, and then go off, drop his boat off in the water or whatever. Take forever to get over there. He's going to take forever to hook the boat up and pump it out or whatever he had to do. And then he's going to get back and tow it somewhere where my truck's not even going to be at. eat another cheeseburger and then bring me my boat. You know, like I'm it was crazy, you know. I was like $225 an hour, man. That is outrageous.
It's unreal.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, but with the catfish community, we got a lot of people out there in boats that are awesome. If they're in
Yeah,
your area and they see that you're struggling,
yeah,
they'll stop and help.
yeah. I wish I'd have ran into one of them dudes today because we had one guy pass right by us, and as he was passing by us, he just waving at us, and I was like, "Help!"
That's probably a bass fisherman.
Yeah, yeah,
But all I know is a lot of the catfishing community, like Chad, or somewhere else if they're out on the boat, or Norman, or J Dog, or JB, or whatever. If they see someone struggling out on the boat, they're not going to fly by them. I'm sure they're going to stop and turn around and see if they can help you.
yeah,
Because we're not that stuck up where we're just going to fly by and just wave at someone. I don't think
yeah.
we're. Now, Epic Catfishing, he's a fishing biologist. So if you have any questions, you can always ask him.
If you don't have his
Okay.
channel, you definitely need to get his channel.
Yeah, someone can
Epic
put
catfish.
Epic Catfishing.
Yeah, they just put it up there not too long ago, but that's one for sure. If you want to learn about, the specifics to a fish and what they do and how they live, then you want to be on his channel
Yeah,
for sure.
that's the channel that will help you learn how to catch big cats.
He
Yeah,
teaches
that's
you
what I'm looking for.
yeah, he teaches you how they think, what they typically eat, where they typically like to live and things like that. He gets into full detail and it's really awesome. And he catches the monsters. That's why it's epic catfish. He catches, I mean, fish for you people like you and me that's caught little bitty ones. We would never dream of catching something that big.
Oh, I can dream about catching something that big.
Oh
I just
yeah.
need them to bite my hook.
Or if you go over to his channel and subscribe to it, he's got all kinds of videos out that will help you from targeting big cats to cold water catfishing, all kinds of them.
Okay, yeah, I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to him.
I mean, he's got all kinds of videos out there. Big Cats on Fire, episode 1. That's an amazing channel. We got some channels out here that will help you with any questions you have. Now, if you ever
Yeah, I'm
have,
subscribed to Epic.
I just watched his video today.
I
Fishing
don't
and
know what
stuff.
video you're talking about. Oh,
Fishing and stuff video.
yeah.
He has a lot of
LG Bass, I just subscribed to his
DIYs.
channel.
Huh? He's got a good
LG
channel.
Bass.
LG
I
Bass,
just
James
subscribed
Fishing,
to his.
Norman Fishing. We got Lynn Leaper. We got Western Stripes. We have a community that is very supportive. And yeah, we may crack up with one another and pick on each other and joke around with one another. But when it comes for support, they're here.
Yeah,
Now, like Chase says, Saturday night at 8 a.m. It's Norm and awesome co-host Two Stands Fishing, which I like that one. At Catfish Headhunters uh, Fishing Shack at Catfish Headhunters on 8 p.m. Eastern time. But Stan is an awesome supporter. He's a good man and all that. But if you ever have any questions about going live or anything, we can ask us. We'll help you. We'll help you out with anything you need or any questions you have. Sunfish Assassin's another good channel. I mean, that guy's killing those bluegills every time you turn around.
Most of the ones that you see, most of the channels that's on in the catfish community are really great. All of them got great feed and everything. Just always ring that bell and, keep up with when they're on and what they show and everything. And you can always read the little profile thing they got that tells what they're doing, whether they're just fishing or whether they're trying to teach you something. And you choose the ones you want to watch. If you're too busy, do like I do. And if you're doing something you can't watch it just then, push that watch later and set it up. And then later when you're not doing anything, can't sleep one night or something, pull it up and watch it. I watch a lot of them when I don't feel good and I can't sleep or something like that. So
right. Yeah, there's a lot of them on here. I'm gonna have to go through and subscribe to their channels and check everybody out and give them a bunch of thumbs up.
You're 9 away from 100.
I'm 9 away.
9 away.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And
so
all these links that's being posted right now, I'm gonna go through once we get off here. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna get on all these dudes. I'm subscribed to everybody's channel. I'm checking out everybody. And Avid later, later on, send me all those people that do the live feeds.
Monday through Sunday, yeah. We'll send
and I'm gonna start watching those too.
Yeah.
I'll start watching and joining in on all of them.
Absolutely need to do that.
Yeah.
Well, what's speaking of getting off of here, what's one last thing you'd like to say on the show for tonight, Lloyd?
Well, I appreciate everybody for subscribing to my YouTube channel and checking me out. Avid and Kate, I appreciate you guys for having me on the show here. Avid, I really appreciate you, man, for reaching out to me and having me do this. Even though I sunk my boat today, I still got on here and did the show with you guys. I've enjoyed doing the show and everybody's questions. I hope I answered them well enough for everybody. Look out for more videos to come, because even though I sunk my boat and had a bad day, that ain't gonna stop me from fishing. I'm still gonna be fishing. I'm still gonna be catfish hunting. I'm the catfish hunter, and that's what I do. I hunt catfish. So it's not gonna stop me from doing that. I love bank fishing. I like fishing from the boats. I'm not gonna stop. Y'all look out for more videos later on this summer and this spring. I'm gonna be doing videos of jugging and limb lining and showing you guys how I do that. If you don't know how to do that, I'm gonna show you guys how to do some of that, or how I do it anyway. And I've always caught fish doing it. So Yeah. Anyway, be on the lookout for new videos and more stuff to come. And I promise, I know a lot of my videos right now, I've got a bunch of little fish in there, but I catch big ones too.
Just got to catch them on camera. It's like me. If I ever do catch a nice one, it probably won't be on camera. But
and look out for some live feed videos too, because I'm gonna be going live. I'm gonna go ahead and do some of them.
I'm looking forward to that. I'll be watching for it. Guys, you know, a lot of you have subbed to Catfish Hunters. Show him some love. Go watch his videos. He's got some great videos for somebody who's very modest and hasn't done it for a while. His videos are edited really well. Great intro. I've really enjoyed them over the past week, watching them and getting to know you that way before the show. And, you know, watch his videos, hit the thumbs up, show him support. This whole group, everybody that's come in here, thank you for another awesome night. I know up at one time we had over 50 in here. We have 52 thumbs up now. Thank you very much for all of you being here, and hopefully I can get to feeling better for the next show, because I'm telling you, my head's got to get to feeling better. I'm struggling right now. But thank you, Lloyd, for being on here.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for shouting out to me and letting me know that you live close, and definitely you and me and Country are gonna have to go catfishing sometime. We'll meet up there at the lake and go fishing. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna get down like James Brown out there.
Sounds good.
Hey,
Country, Avid.
Country does good on your videos. I gotta say.
Your characters.
Everybody in chat, let's keep Katie's health in our prayers that she gets better and gets over this migraines.
Yeah.
And Chew, that Catfish Hunter will be able to get his boat recovered tomorrow and brought home. And Catfish Hunter, you have an amazing supporter at home, your wife. She's awesome. She helped you keep yourself grounded over this your channel. She's a major supporter by what I understand and heard.
That's right.
And you got potential. With your videos you got, I loved them. I like watching them. And I'm looking for more. But if you have any questions on how to go live with under 1,000 subs, I can send you the link that I use, which is StreamYard. All you have to do is Google it. And if you have a Google account, you can just upload it, create a live feed, and go live on YouTube. And then
all right, cool.
Subscribe to you and all that. Great. But we'll talk to you more about that one later on in text or after the show.
Okay.
What you can do for the lives. So.
Okay.
And thanks everybody for coming in here and showing the love. Thank you for all the mods sharing the links. We'll see you next week with Catfishing with Sabrina. Let's welcome her and show her some love. And thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week at 8 p.m. Central after Palmetto Cats.
Good night, guys. God bless.
I can't wait for that.